spring.
Resident alien narration.
And 4 frozen sodas just exploded in my truck.
Well, that's on you for keeping soda in your truck. If you kept pop in your truck, then you'd know it was going to pop open. Duh. Fishing.
So this is the doctor by the lake everybody was talking about?
Yep, and this is the part of the show where we wonder what the two of you have been talking about on the drive over to the lake. I mean, thanks for getting us up to speed, but all the talk about the person you're going to meet maybe should have happened before you pulled up to, meet him.
What'd you do out here?
Files complaints against the police department for looking through private property? Where's your warrant? I'm not sure why Harry would risk remaining in his true form while strangers walk closer and closer. It's only by the grace of plot that neither officer sees the alien hands. But they could have. They were right there. This alien race is supposed to be way more advanced than humans. However, their spacecraft can't prevent damage from a lightning strike. Airplanes, made by humans, can withstand all kinds of lightning strikes. How would this craft even make it through space? There are all kinds of charged particles that would do way more damage than lightning. While everyone watches the murder unfold with wide-eyed wonder, I'm going to spend the remainder of this episode wondering how a stiff breeze managed to fling open the doors to this cabin so easily. He lives in a frozen wasteland. There is no way this is proper insulation planning. Maybe Harry the human deserved to die. I told you fidget spinners were evil. And now I've seen the intricacies of an alien pelvis. Neat. I mean, it's sort of impressive that the alien transformed into a naked human. Considering the individual that was just murdered was wearing clothing and left all the naked parts up to the imagination. One of the most unbelievable things about this episode is that the alien managed to somehow reconstruct the obliterated French doors on its own.
I got news for you, Cosette.
I've got news for you, Cosette.
I got news for you, Cosette.
If Alien Harry is supposed to be practicing mimicry here, he's doing a somewhat terrible job. Lenny Briscoe is clearly saying, I got news for you, Cosette, and Alien Harry is repeating it as, I've got news for you, Cosette. It's a contraction of lies.
When my ship crashed, I lost precious cargo. A device I need to complete my mission.
So the ship had no shields to protect it from lightning and no GPS tracker for the super important mission completing device? Superior race indeed. Kids.
And the internet said that parking was a nightmare.
But yet, here you park with no issue at all, which can't be true because the internet never lies. Also, excuse me? The alien has an internet connection in the middle of nowhere? I have to remove my shoes, raise my right hand, touch the light fixture, and pray for a strong enough connection to find a chimichanga recipe. That's just not fair. Also, if this is his first time to town, where did he get a smartphone to access the internet to learn these things? The cabin appeared to be antiquated with an old TV and radio, so how did he buy a smartphone and have it delivered? Smelling someone without explicit consent.
I was sleeping.
She's not the dead doctor. He's over there.
But she is the sort of person that can take a nap in the same room with the dead body of her comrade. And that, TVSins friends, is a f***ing sin.
A grief counselor is coming to speak to each and every one of us.
Oh, yeah. Good job, Snowflake. Is that coming out of the town budget, or is he working for Hugs?
Making fun of therapy when you should most likely be in it yourself cliché. As someone who has learned life lessons by watching Law & Order reruns, Alien Harry should know he needs to be wearing gloves when he removes the sheet.
I was making a joke. I'm a very funny person.
I am really enjoying Alan's aloof alien performance so much, but I'm confused about how the alien would lack an understanding of basic interactions like laughing or handshakes. He has access to the internet, but also only understands appropriate exchanges based on a crime procedural episode on repeat?
That means there are more people in this town who can see me as an alien than there are slices of pizza.
But just because there isn't a pizza place doesn't mean there isn't pizza. Grocery stores and gas stations exist here, and since Alien Harry is all about the research, he should know this.
Sam Hodges has been my doctor since I was a kid, and I'm not going anywhere until I know what happened to him.
Which means you are way too close to the case and should not be anywhere near it. The alien might be a dick, but he's a dick that's correct. This autopsy's on for some time.
I appreciate you helping us. You did a good job.
And we aren't supposed to question that at all. We just accept that because the alien says he's smart, that it means he's also capable of being skilled enough to perform a autopsy without tipping off his lack of experience to the trained professionals around him. I guess he did repair the French doors, so maybe this is all plausible.
I'm gonna go across the street to the 59 to get a drink if you want to come.
Why would Austin invite a man for drinks when he compared her to a lizard and creepily complimented her skin tone? Sure, we find out she wants to use him for his truck, but there are no other options? Surely someone has a truck that doesn't say like,
I like your brown skin.
like a bozo.
This is when you're supposed to ask me about my childhood.
Why, I don't care.
Holy finally, a skip moment built right into the show. I honor you, resident alien. I honor you.
I left home when I was 16.
Jiminy criminy, lady. Why are you talking about anything to do with your life when Harry doesn't care, and neither do you? I'm convinced that she is far scarier than murder hobo Harry.
Maybe stick around long enough, you'll find out what it means.
I'd give all the sins back if the alien decided that he couldn't leave town because the mystery of the 59 was so compelling he had to wait until the bartender finally revealed the full story to him. Imagine it, 2 full seasons later and they'd finally say 59 died to save 1, and then the alien just rage murders everyone because he waited so long to learn nothing interesting. Repeatedly and purposefully disrespecting your liver, or whatever the alien equivalent of the liver would be.
Let's go to the beach, eat, let's go get away.
Thinking Nicki Minaj's starships would get an entire bar on their feet in 2021.
The answer's simple. It's nighttime. I'll just break into that kid's house and kill him.
This side plot may be funny enough that we're about to give a sin back for a moment involving the contemplation of a child's demise. And you say you've never seen miracles in the real world. However, with that being said, I can't let it go that Alan is able to find the kid so easily. I suppose because this town's only about 1,000 people, we're supposed to pretend the alien could actually find the kid's house while drunk, when in fact that is obviously bullshit. Even if the window only goes up so far, who leaves their child's ground floor bedroom window unlocked at night? And don't give me the small town excuse. Lock your windows, people, especially your children's. Turns out that this scene is supposed to be pretty scary, but because you can see nothing, it's no big deal.
I'm gonna give you the count of 3. Get down.
No!
There's nothing under the bed.
Parenting. 6 a.m.
Whiskey, headache, nausea, severe dehydration.
Excitement?
Alcohol must not affect humans the way it does us.
Alien Harry can quote Law and Order episodes and Neil Armstrong. He knows how to check the internet and, not to mention, perform an autopsy. But he doesn't know how alcohol works. He should fucking know how alcohol works. Not knowing how to solve the trolley problem. His beatbox rendition of Amazing Grace is way better than what she was trying to listen to on the radio. So the sin, as always, is radio.
Yeah, you're getting that twitching, aren't you? Down in your tank? You know why? That's your body's way of telling you you're guilty.
Good news, everyone. That tight and cold feeling of evil tendrils wrapping around my heart is apparently not a sign of me being a guilty asshole on the sure path to hell. Because guilt is apparently located in my taint, which hasn't twitched since October 27th, 2004.
Taint.
Actual footage of the Sins team doing inappropriate research for scripts somehow makes its way into the episode.
What are you doing home?
Well, I needed to make sure I was conveniently here when you were picking up your stuff and had another guy with you so I could pull some alpha bullshit and set up a scenario where you would see that Harry is not like other humans. Does that about cover it?
I needed his truck.
For 2 boxes and a guitar? I'm pretty sure a car could have easily taken care of these items. Hell, a scooter or a bike could also work if you have the bungee cords and an imagination.
Of course she's in danger. The guy had a skull on his arm with a snake coming out of its eye socket.
Judging a person based on their ink. I mean, he's right, the guy is dangerous, but maybe his attitude and quickness to display a gun was more accurate proof to that fact than body art. Walking barefoot in the snow. Do you want to get frostbite, Asta? Because this is how you get ants that have frostbite because they got trapped between your toes before you walked barefoot in the snow.
I've always been an outsider.
S.E. Hinton's resident alien.
His windpipe. He needed air.
He tried to give himself a tracheotomy.
And you had to reopen the casket to confirm this? Go test the organs. Everyone who watches crime shows knows this.
Because Sam Hodges was poisoned. And one of the people here is the murderer. Come.
In just one episode, Alien Harry has clunk-clunged his way into a classic character. We're taking a sin back reverse clunk-clung style. Ah, yes, I've not had enough of Asta's terrible and abusive husband. So glad the show decided to go back to that scenario for a bit. Hooray! Tunnel vision.
Yeah. This is some bull.
Alien Harry would be extraterrestrial at TVSins.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
Yeah, I'm Sheriff Mike Thompson.
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
I'm smarter than you.
What are you, 12?
As if.
Now I have to meet her over there and prove to her I fit in.
Nanu!
Really important in this pose that you arch your back and keep it flat at the same time.
Smells like fish in here.
Donnie was a good bowler and a good man. He was one of us.